Any of you that own a 90 may well know that the dashboard assembly here is absolutely hopeless. The little bits of plastic break off and the whole thing moves around, and I'm totally sick of this because not only that, but the piece underneath here, that's all loose as well. I've tried gluing it back together, and in the end I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy a Raptor dash kit, and this is a quick video of how to fit it. So first of all, take the steering wheel off, will make life a lot easier. And for me that takes seconds because I've got the wonderful Optimil kit. So if you put all the bits back on, there's a fighting chance it might all work when you put it all back together again, but take lots of pictures. Now the Raptor dash comes with an optional piece that replaces all this, and this is all loose on mine as well. I can move that about, it's all wibbly and horrible. So the next job is to get that out over all the wiring without damaging anything or knocking connectors off, which will end up with lots of head scratching. So gently Bentley, but I think we're looking at 2 bolts there. We've got that bracket somehow to get off. I don't think there's anything connected at the bottom, and I think there's something in there, but we'll have a little look. On the end bit, there's a horrible little screw at the top, and there's one at the bottom, but I think that this bit here stays, so it's a matter of unscrewing this side plate. This I've just bent out of the way without taking too much more apart. So I think it's a gently Bentley bit as you go. And Land Rover being Land Rover, they thought it would be hilarious to put something in there to get to, which is right at the back, which is going to be a little piglet to get to. It's almost like disassembling half the vehicle. And then on the other side, there's something in the corner down there, which is like a big relay. Where are we? There we are. And I've got to get that out as well, because that's holding it. Talk about crap design, it's hopeless. I will warn you now, after an awful lot of messing about, you finally get this cracked bit of plastic out, but it's an absolute pig to get out. So we're going to have a go at putting a new one in. Quite ridiculous. You have to take the relay out to get to the bolt that holds that into the bulkhead. And then on the other side, you've got this heater vent assembly, which, unless you take the whole dashboard apart, means that getting to that bolt at the back is an absolute arse. And then you've got the 2 at the top, which are well, they give you a false sense of security. It's going to be an easy job, but it's anything but. But eventually you get the new steel framework in there, and it's already a lot more solid than it was before I started. It still worries me that I've got this lot hanging out, but hey ho. Make sure you keep all the various nuts and bolts, because these fittings are the originals that go back in here that hold the assembly, and they're an absolute arse to get in, because not so much of Raptor's design, the Raptor's unit, the bolt holes line up perfectly, more to do with Land Rover's design, where they're an absolute pig to get to. So that bit's back in. And now you come out to replace the wounded dash. Now this little lump here has got to come out, and I've left a speedo in there, but that's going to come out. I'm going to give them all a clean up, and then we've got to assemble that carefully into the new dash and line it all up with that lot. And as you can see, I've got screws and bits everywhere. Now what is quite nice on the Raptor dash is it comes with new screws. This I think is what they call their deluxe version. I don't really know what the difference is, but we're going to drop the lighting unit in there, and that'll be the first bit. And my Land Rover hates me, probably like yours does, so when you've got an aftermarket whizzy bit of kit like SPA design, it basically won't fit in the hole, so I've had to Dremel it out with my Dremel to make it bloody fit. All the other gauges fit, but not that one, so just fighting me as per normal. And as my Land Rover properly hates me, the 2 bulb holders have always been hanging around in there loose because they all snapped off, so I've tickled them in the lathe and shoved them in there with some 2-pack Arrow lights. I might even have a light on the speedo now. It's finally all back in. It fits really well. It's a sod of a job. Raptor couldn't make it any better if they tried. Land Rover could make their vehicles better, but we all know that. But I hope it helps if you're thinking of fitting one. Take your time, mark all your wires, take your time, and then take a bit longer.